guys, I'm Jen.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley.
And today we're going to be talking about paranormal experiences we've had throughout the years. Start off with Ashley.
Okay, so I'm first going to be telling one that happened here in the house that we are in right now. I decided to sleep in the living room one night. So I turned off the TV and I went to the bathroom real quick. And then I came back and I was like about to sit down. And then I like looked up, and if you think about somebody wearing a cape, like, and you can like see the body figure but you can't see like all the details, like that's exactly what I saw. I like walked back and I was like I was like this literally. So then I saw it and I looked at it. It was so quick. It like looked at me like this and it just like ran off. Like it walked so quick, like gliding. After that, I just like felt like panicked. My heart just like started beating really fast, and I just like laid down and I pulled the covers over my face, and I was just so scared. And the remote was on the table, so I was like so scared to just like get it. I wanted to turn like lights on and stuff, but I was like too scared to. We're the only ones who lived in this house, so I honestly don't know. Okay, so my second paranormal story was at my aunt's house. So we went there to stay with her for a couple days, and I think on the second day it was. That night we were telling like ghost stories of like what happened there and stuff. So she told us this one. It was for her daughter. So her daughter was, well, my cousin. She was just like on her phone, and she like had her hair up in a ponytail, and she just like put her hair tie like on the side on the little coffee table. So she put that there. She went back on her phone, and then she went to like go grab it again, and it wasn't there. So she was like, okay. It's like kind of blew it off. So she was like, whatever. So she went back on her phone and she looked back at the table and it was there. She was like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't like when things disappear and then they're back.
They like reappear somehow.
I hate it. Another story was my other cousin. He was playing his video games in the same living room. He had his dog right next to him, okay? So he was playing his video game and he was like really into it, and then the dog started barking, so he was like, okay, shut up. So he just like kind of blew it off, and then he like sees, like he looked up like behind the TV, because it wasn't on the wall, it was like on this little like shelf thingy. So he looked behind the TV and there was like a little like shadow figure. So he like freaked out, and then it just like kind of ran away. Then he like called his mom to like come. She was like at the store and, hurry back, mom, hurry back. Another one was that they said that sometimes when they go to sleep, they can hear like carnival music like that, dun, 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 like in slow motion, like dun, 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 dun. It's really creepy. And I was like, okay, so that's weird. And this was like 12 a.m. that they were telling us this. It was at nighttime. So I was creeped out.
When it's in the house.
When it's in the house that like it's happening in, I don't like that. Well, I was freaked out, and they're like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And I was like, really? Like, why would you do that? So I was like, okay. So then I had my own personal room, which I did not want. They went to bed. They were fast asleep, I think. I'm laying in the bed, and I left the door cracked open, and in the hall there's like a little light, so I left that on. I was just laying there and I could not fall asleep. So I like tried to close my eyes. I was still awake. So then I hear like, two men, like if they were like right outside my door, like whispering, like arguing kind of, just like in a weird manner. It was like that outside the door. Just like, I was like, oh no, nope, I'm not doing it. So I like ran to the light and I flicked it on. I shut the door, and I just like stayed on my phone all night. And then when I woke up, I went to my parents' bedroom and I asked them, because they have like this little TV in there, and I was like, were you guys like watching TV, specifically like men arguing? And then they were like, no. They were like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, because I heard like two men like arguing, like whispering, like outside my door. And she was all, that's creepy. So then I asked my aunt, and she was all, no. She was all, I was asleep. And I was like, okay, I'm done. A couple days after we left, my aunt, she went to a yard sale, and she like asked, because the creepy stuff that has been happening, she was like getting really freaked out about it, so she wanted to ask a neighbor. So she went there, and she was all, who like lived there before me, and the lady was all, oh, it was an old woman. She died from a heart attack in the kitchen. Also, when you go, they have a garage, and when you go in there, it smells like an animal died in there. I put my head through the door. I didn't want to go in there because I'm not gonna do that. I even put my head, and it smelled so awful. Like, they said they tried to spray stuff like so many times and it would not work. So yeah, that's my paranormal experience.
Okay, so recently my uncle died, and this was like a couple months ago, and after he died, like the day after, because he died in the house, so the day after, he used to like live with my grandpa and everything because he couldn't take care of himself. The day after he died, my grandpa, he woke up to my other uncle's phone going off, and my aunt like was also staying there too because my uncle just died, so they were like visiting. And he was like, okay, whatever. So he looked at the end of the hall, and at the end of the hall, my uncle's TV was like on. Like you could see it through the door. So he was like, okay.
That's in a horror movie. No, I would not do that.
And he went in there, it was just like some random channel playing. And I would have freaked out if that was me. So he just turned it off, and then ever since then he's put on like a timer just because like he doesn't want it going on again. But that's never happened like before even my uncle died, so I don't even know. Like that was probably him because he died in that house. So my next story is at Stanley Hotel. It's in Colorado, and this is where Stephen King, he got inspired to make The Shining. So I went there to go tour, and we went in the basements and stuff just to like, because there's been ghost experiences and people have died at that hotel. Okay, so I went in the basement under the stage. I think it's the auditorium. I'm not sure. Okay, so we went under there to go tour, and there was this girl named Lucy, and she lived in one of the rooms in the basement, and like she was homeless. That's why she was living there. Like this was a long time ago, but the people that worked there found out she was living there, so they kicked her out. And
I would not tell anybody. I would just be like, here, don't scream, don't do anything if you want to live. Just be quiet.
But anyways, they kicked her out, and she died because I guess she died from starvation and being just like cold because it was snowing at the time.
She froze to death.
Yeah. So everyone in the room, like we all shut off the light and everything. Yeah, the door can't shut by itself. We turned off the light to do an experiment with a lollipop, and like it moved a little on someone's palm, but it was just like anti me.
In your hand.
Yeah, you have to put a lollipop.
That's anti you. If someone knocked, if I was in the dark and I had my palm out and I had a lollipop, it's still
I mean, nothing really happened with the lollipop, but he has said that it's knocked out of their hands before.
Oh, so nothing happened when you went? Oh.
Not really, it just like moved a little.
That's still kind of freaky.
I know. So we turned on the light. The guy that was touring us, he just told us that only sometimes something happens. So then we left and went to this other guy's room. But my mom, she stayed behind with two other women, and we went to this janitor guy's room that apparently he haunts that room too. And then my mom, all of a sudden, you hear her screaming and come into the room she's in. And we were like, what is it? And she's like, oh, it's nothing. And we were like, okay, you sound crazy. Then she told us like she heard tapping on the chairs in the room.
It's like, was it like
yeah,
that? Or kind of like metal?
It was metal chairs though.
Like a school chair? Like, is it like a school chair? Like you know how they have metal at the bottom?
I don't know. Okay, so after everything, we all went back up, and my sister, she was still down there wondering. My dad, he got a picture before we got up, and he saw there was like an orange orb in the picture of Lucy's room, and he was like, what is that? And I was like, I don't know. So we were gonna go back down there anyway to get my sister, and he was like, well, I'm gonna take another picture just to see. And then we saw the two women in the room coming out. They're like,
bye, Lucy, bye.
Bye, Lucy. They were like,
what if they did that? Bye, Lucy, bye.
Ew. Okay, and they were like, we're gonna leave Lucy alone now. She probably wants to be left alone. And my dad was like, okay, just let me get a picture real quick. And right as he was about to take a picture, the door slammed in his face, and we don't like, because the guy, like I said, he already said it can't close by itself. Someone has to shut the door. So we were just like, whoa, like, that's creepy. And and when we left the tour, I was like, this is great, I love this.
You're like, this is fun.
This is fun. But
they also have like the most haunted room song where like children have died and stuff.
I think it's 217 or 317. I'm not sure. Like this was so long ago, like maybe a few years back.
And people like book them non-stop. Like if someone's done it, like everyone will just.
You have to book the room like years in advance because it's already
That's
booked.
crazy.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just like, I want to see some ghosts.
And then for Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey stayed there because they kind of filmed there, and he stayed there for like a night, I think. But like he said he couldn't stay there anymore. Like he didn't even stay the full night. He said, and he won't tell anyone what happened in that room.
I honestly don't know if he even stayed there for a night. Like I don't know. I don't know if I heard this, but like I remember like, oh my god, I keep saying like. So he went into his room and he like saw some stuff, but I don't know if that's it. Maybe he stayed in there once.
He did stay in his room, and then
one night he stayed there?
No, not one night. I don't know. Don't go by us, but I just know he said he's not gonna tell anyone what happened.
Probably because there's like tourists that talk about it.
But that's it.
Okay.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, this is the end of our video. Like, subscribe. If you didn't, just don't say anything at all. And yeah, so hope you guys liked this video.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I'll see you guys later. Down there, and on like the second night that we were there, stop. Again. Come here, let me show you the world. You see this dog?
Bark,
I hate
let it
her.
bark, let it bark.
I hate her. I hate her. Look at her. People think she's cute. We're just gonna do this, okay?
Can you not copy me?
Anyway. Can you not copy me?
Hey guys, I'm Jen.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley.
Cool. Who's gonna say it first? Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley.
Hey guys, I'm Jen.
I'm done. Okay. That's never happened to me, but like in ghost movies, like mother, I'm here.
Mother, you can't date anyone else.
Hurry
back, Mom.
Hurry back, mother.
Hurry back, Mother.
Yeah. Okay, so and I was like, they're gonna think we're lesbos.
So I
get creeped out very easily by that stuff. She's done that 3 times now. This is the 3rd.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's because I keep leaning up against it. Go.
I'm just kidding. Okay. I like to hear stories about it, but when I'm in the house that it's happening in,
Go.
oh my god, it's really stuck. Oh, okay.
Okay.
It would be different.
Okay.